Good evening, America. I'm David Muir, host of ABC World News, and I'm here tonight for an unprecedented showdown between two of the major political candidates in our country. They'll be discussing the issues and hopefully talking to you, America. Let's get right into it. We'll start with you, Vice President Harris. Inflation is at record highs. Americans watching at home are struggling with costs. Please describe your plan to address record inflation.
Thank you. Now, American people, what we've got to do about inflation, about costs, about the economy, what will help the economy is if everyone just stops for a little something sweet. What you've got to do, it's 7 p.m. Friday night, and I might be free, and I'm going to go into a little pastry shop, and I am going to inflate the economy, I'm going to watch a little croissant inflate. And then I'm going to munch down on it, I'm going to crunch down on the economy just like I do a cookie, And American people, if we all do that, we can fix our money woes. Thank you, the American people.
Wow, thank you for that, Vice President Harris. Let's go to you. Former President Trump, what's your response?
Well, thank you, David. I just want to say, when I left this presidency, the economy was incredible. We had a tremendous economy. It was so beautiful. It was so big. Everyone had big money. We did. And now you look at sweets. You want to talk about sweets. She just gives Joe, she's giving him ice cream all the time. He eats it like a little child. And you see him, I've never seen a guy lick so much. And then he doesn't even have good teeth, because he just eats the ice cream all day. So what we need to do, we got to bring back ice cream shops because we've lost a lot of ice cream because they're going downhill big time.
Just want to fact check for the viewers at home. There is no indication that ice cream shops are going bankrupt or closing at any greater rate than they have in the past.
Haagen-Dazs, they don't have my flavors. I see it. I go to the stores. They don't have caramel steak. I don't see that anymore. Where'd that go? Who stole that one? I wonder,
Can I just rebuttal real quick? So what's interesting is if you cut Trump open, he has no flavor. He's unseasoned, unlotioned. Okay, there's nothing inside. And also, he's talking about ice cream shops are going downhill. You know who's going downhill? Donald Trump, because he looks like Humpty Dumpty, and he's had a big fall. American people, all right. So stop. You can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Let's not make America Humpty Dumpty again. Thank you, American people.
Excuse me, David. You talk about who's who inside. You cut me open. You have a beautiful American boy from a poor background. You cut her open. David, she doesn't even know if she's black or Indian. What's inside of her?
All right.
We don't know. It's like a piñata. There's all kinds of stuff inside. We don't know what's inside there.
Well, a piñata sounds more fun, but you know who I would love to beat his ass up? It would be Trump and then a piñata. Yeah. Baseball bat to his head. Fun.
Yeah, just for the viewers at home, we have all of the king's horses and all of the king's men here, and they are not able to put President Trump back together again. We're confirming that now.
Excuse me, you talk about the Kingsmen. What a movie. We need people like that because only I have the tough men like the Kingsmen to tackle these terrorists, these big terrorists that she's not handling it. And Joe's not handling it either. When I bombed, that guy.
Trump thinks this is so funny. And it's not. The American people and their rights are not funny. Yeah. Trump is a dump.
I believe you're referring to General Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard general.
He died like a dog. And did you see when they kicked those doors open? Wow. Most people, they knock on the door. But my guys, they kicked it open. They blew the whole thing off the hinges. What is she doing? She's fixing their doors and she's letting them in. She's fixing the hinge. It's like a Home Depot service.
You're unhinged.
Fix the doors.
I didn't open the hinge. You're already unhinged. I don't need to open up the hinge. And you're talking about terrorists and all of that. and how they need to be handled. Go handle your felonies. Like go to court.
Excuse me, we proved that those are all false. Those were made up by the fake media, and, they're coming after me. And I don't think that's very fair. I think that's wrong. You should never go after your presidents, which is why when I become president, I'm going to go after all the people who tried to go after me.
Well, you know what's made up? Your skin tone. So what are we going to do?
Moving on. Please, both candidates, we want to get to the issues that really matter to Americans the most.
Excuse David, I need to respond to that. David.
Okay, we're going to beat his mic.
David, I got it.
Mute his mic, please. Thank you, ABC Control Room. There continues to be record numbers of immigrants at the U.S. southern border. What is your plan to improve America's immigration system? We'll start with you, former President Trump.
Well, I think what we need to do is we gotta ramp it up. We need to make these borders look like a Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Mario level, just traps everywhere. And have the Goombas, the turtles, we need to have them. They gotta be dangerous. So give them hammers and make it very scary, make it very dangerous. It's like Disneyland for them. They come in with Biden and Harris. They're giving them free money, free cars, free food, free flyer mileage. It's like Oprah over there. They're just on a talk show. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's hurting a lot of Americans. It's hurting their wallets, and it's not good. It's not good.
American people, we've all gone to Disneyland or World, and we already know that nothing is free there. Yeah. You can't ride there free. You can't eat there for free. So, American people, we want to create a Joyland within the United States without having to go to Disneyland or World. But if America was Disneyland, I would rather spend all day with a 6-foot-tall dog that looks like a man than Trump. American people, Cinderella and me, we got a pumpkin pie in the back, and we're trying to fix America. If you want to talk about Disneyland, Trump is part of the park that I have not seen yet. And I don't want to see. He's the swamplands. And you know what, American people, you don't deserve swamplands. You deserve Cinderella's castle. Yeah. I believe in miracles if you believe. Whitney Houston is my favorite godmother, by the way. Impossible.
I just want to fact check for the viewers at home. We are confirming now, that's right, that actually the Epcot monorail is in fact free at Disneyland.
Okay.
Well, if you want to talk about theme parks, there's only one theme park that I identify with, and that is Great Adventure, because we make this adventure so great. It is the greatest adventure, quite frankly. We have a tremendous time, and I have so many wonderful, incredible staff. I've got Bugs Bunny, I've got Elmer Fudd, and I love Elmer Fudd, because he's got a gun, he's got that southern twang, he shoots first, asks later, and that's the kind of policy that we need, I'll tell you.
Well, speaking of policy, Bugs Bunny quit, his little tilt-a-whirl, because he didn't have health insurance, and he got a little bunny on the side pregnant, and she needed her abortion rights protected, and that's why American people, I'm not going to treat you like a theme park, all right? Because we're getting little bunnies preggo. And we've got to make sure that those little bunny foo-foos can either survive if the mommy wants or not. We need to support our hoes, all right? Hoes, I want you to pop it and make sure that we can still have our abortion rights. Thank you to the American people.
Excuse me, David, can I continue with my metaphor, please?
I just want to say... You can have a 30-second rebuttal there.
Well, I want to say, because I'm a lot like Acme, I make a lot of products that don't work well, but for some reason people keep buying them.
This man is an animaniac. He literally lives in the water tower. He asked for 30 seconds and he went for 2. Like, American people, know that I will last longer than 2 seconds.
Excuse me, I am not a one-pump chump. I got at least 3 in me.
Good for you.
Ask Melania, she'll tell you.
This is the heated debate that Americans want. And we're getting to the issues. On that note, I want to bring us to the next issue. Over 60% of Americans in a recent Gallup poll indicated they believe America is on the wrong track. What do you say to them, Vice President Harris?
American people, when it comes to the right track, we're going to be on the right track. And then we have to track in the right. And American people, once you understand you're on the right track, we've all got to get on the left track. And then once we're on the left track, we're going to get on the proper track. Because the proper track is when the right and the left come together and get on one. When all the express trains get on one. And everyone is on the platform pissed the off. That's America right now. And we've got to get these trains going. And that's what we're going to do about climate change. Thank you for your question.
President Trump, your rebuttal.
Well, I just want to say that if anyone knows anything about being on the right track, it's me, because I was an all-star track star back in school. Nobody knew that about me. I trained the greats like Usain Bolt and Sammy Davis Jr. and an incredible runner, because I'm humble about it. I don't tell people about it. They don't need to know this about me. But I've done a lot of running, and I'm very good at it, and that's why I'm running for president again.
I'm surprised you even want to run for presidency again. All you do is golf. Aren't you ready to retire? You look tired.
It's because you and Joe are putting this beautiful, beautiful country to hell in a handbasket, and me and I alone can fix it. There's no one else who's better qualified. I've tried. We've looked. I've vetted. Excuse me. If I could, I would be relaxing in Mar-a-Lago, sipping on what I don't even know what I like to drink anymore. This whole job has ruined my taste. But I would be believe me, I'd be relaxing, building beautiful businesses and giving loans to those deserving it. But I'm like Jesus. I have to fix this. I do.
American people, let's send Trump to a senior citizen home. And let's get back. Let's stand on business, 10 toes down.
Speaking of standing on business, the attacks on the nation's capital and the events of January 6th continue to reverberate through our society. Former President Trump, what do you say to critics who say you're responsible for the events of that day?
I told them to march peacefully and with passion. That's what I said. I said, you gotta fight for things. And it was all the Democrats. They came in there to make us look bad. That's what they did. They were in disguise. They wore fat suits, and they had fake beards and fake machine guns, and they did that to make us look very, very, very bad. So what we did was we said, that's not what we do. Did one person take a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk? Maybe, but the rest of them were good people. They were very fine folks. It was the radical left who designed this whole thing, quite frankly. I told them, I said, the march was more beautiful than MLK's. We had the Million MAGA March. It was so beautiful. I wish you could have seen it, David. They were so nice. They were handing out white blankets with pointed hoods on some of them. It was a beautiful thing.
Vice President Harris, your response.
American people, I think we all remember how funny January 6th was. Oh my God, the memes. You should have been on Black Twitter. It was so funny. I just was like, what are these white people doing? But American people, Trump led these crazy-ass white people into the Capitol, and lives were lost. People were harmed. They were in danger. Trump led that. We cannot follow someone who's going to give us this much comedy. Comedy is for the entertainment industry, yeah. And American people, don't hire a comedy writer, okay? American people, let's get someone who's not funny at all. And that's me. I'm not funny. I am fucking hilarious. I crack myself up every day. Did you see the tweets? I'm having a brat fall, brat winter, brat a tat tat tat. Yeah. Excuse
me. Nobody is funnier than I am. I have the biggest laughs. I have the best laughs. I have an incredible sense of humor. If anyone's it's Bratatouille over here, okay?
Trump,
I'll tell you because...
laugh for us, Trump. What is your laugh, Trump? I've never heard you laugh.
That's it. I told you I have an incredible laugh. They love my laugh.
I want to let the viewers at home know that there was a deep guttural sound unleashed in the studio that our microphones are not quite picking up, and that I do feel inside my soul. I'm not sure that I would call it a laugh so much as a wail.
Don't body shame me, David. Please don't do that. It's not nice.
We're going to move on to the lightning round. I'm going to ask simple questions, and each candidate is going to be restricted to a 5-second or less answer. Okay? So, here we go. First question. Are we human or are we dancer? Vice President Harris.
American people, we are dancer. Yeah, not denser, dancer. And do you want a president who can't twerk? No.
President Trump, your response.
Well, somebody told me that you had a boyfriend and they looked like a girlfriend. I don't know the whole details, but I just want to say, at the end of the day, we're all human. And I love everyone. I love the blacks. I love the gays. I love the Mexicans. I do. People think I don't like them, but I love them. I love everyone. And all I want to do is make this country good for everyone. Sometimes that country is a lot better for some people than others, but that doesn't mean that I don't like those other people. So when I say that we are human, I mean that, and because we got to be careful, we need to work together, folks. There's a big problem out there. The aliens are real, and they will come, and we need to defend ourselves against them. It's an us versus them.
Moving on.
Yeah, that was more than 5 seconds.
We need to. Yes, we're gonna mind the clock here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You better mind the clock. Our next question. Or I'm gonna get my clock.
Speaking of clocks, our next question is: what was Usher doing at 7:00? President Trump.
Well, you first of all, you say clocks. I think of Moby. What a tremendous artist he was, right? It was.
Our fact checkers at home are telling us you're reaching for Coldplay. You're reaching for Coldplay on the song "Clocks." Vice President.
No, excuse me.
What was Usher? What was Usher doing at 7:00?
At 7:00, once again, it was 95 motherfucking degrees. Yeah. And Usher was free, and he went to the polls, and he early voted, and he put that little envelope into the mail, and it said Kamala Harris for president.
We were looking for cruising in his drop top, but early voting, acceptable.
Well, American
acceptable.
people, I won't let you burn, because confession is, I love the American people more than Trump.
Wow. This next question is just for Vice President Harris. Is it cool if I touch your hair?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna get back in that drop top and drop kick you. Yeah. How about I beat your ass? How about that? How about I beat you? How about I beat Trump with you? I break off your arm and then beat Trump with it.
For the viewers at home, I'm feeling very threatened. And the situation is becoming uncomfortable here in the studio.
Oh,
we're gonna move on to the next question.
You don't feel threatened by a felon being president, but you do by a black woman. I got it. American people, f*** this shit. How about
Americans at home, I just want you to know that I had never seen braids like that, and it seemed cool if I could touch them because they're very long. They go down her whole back. She probably wouldn't even notice. I don't understand what the big deal is.
American people, men don't even know hairstyles. I have a silk press. I don't have braids. American people, they don't know the difference. They don't understand black women. And American people, I'm looking for my Negroes. I know you'll go to the polls. My Negro sisters!
Our next question. This is
Excuse me, David, can I respond to that, please?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My next question, and this is directed to President Trump. Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Well, I just want to say that ain't no mountain high enough. And when I'm singing, I will use all the greats, Nixon and Reagan. I'll channel their spirits, and we will have a tremendous voice so loud it will awaken a great spirit that we've never seen. And probably it'll make your tummy feel a little, a certain way. But really what we're doing is we are tapping into something deep in American, something that she and Biden, they can't do. They don't know, because the best they could do is probably go to a karaoke, and, they're going to butcher the words. They'll botch it. They'll fumble it, just like she's done with the president. What has she done? David, what has she done? What has she done in the however many years? I don't know what she's doing. But she hasn't done anything. She's coasting. She's just been coasting, Dave.
And that's time. Vice President Harris, same question for you.
American people, I have not been coasting. American people, I've been going from coast to coast. From sea to whining bitches on aisle C. And trying to get my message for the American people. And I don't know what the hell Trump just said. But I want you to know that you're going to be in hell if you go with Trump. And I just want the American people to know that what we've got to do is live in the moment. And in the moment, we've got to think about the time. And in the time, we're going to be in the moment.
Wow.
And in the moment, I live in the present.
Wow.
And it's time to do what we've been doing. And that time is every day.
David, she's talking about existing in the context and falling out of coconut trees and...
I didn't say that. You fell out of a coconut tree.
Excuse me,
We're going to have to delay this now. I want to move on to our next question here.
Excuse me, I was born in the back of a Ford.
It shows.
Wow. Thank you for that. This next question is for Vice President Harris. This comes from the Aaliyah estate. Are you that somebody?
Oh, yeah. And American people, just understand, I'm not going to rock the boat. I'm going to keep it steady. Because American people, all of you, are 1 in a million. And you are all the love of my life.
Okay, this next final round, I'm just going to name different topics in American pop culture and culture widely. And we'd like for you to answer in one-word answers. Okay? Are we clear on that? One-word answers. Okay? Here we go. Chapel Roan.
I gotta think about her.
Our next prompt is...
Well, no, excuse me. Nobody loves the Chapel of Rome more than I do. I'll tell you, I think it's a beautiful...
One-word answer, President Trump.
Tremendous.
Come on, Pink Pony. Spit it the fuck out.
Tremendous.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Basic.
Tremendous.
Well, your face looks like a pumpkin spice latte. You need to fire your makeup artist. She hates you. She's a part of the resistance.
Spooky season.
Also, brat.
Very, very scary.
Jelly roll.
Brat.
Just tremendous.
What's the guy's name? The country guy who's not that country.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter.
Yes.
American people, Trump doesn't have Beyonce on speed dial, but you know who does? Yeah, your mamala. Yeah.
In fact, that's where we'll end. We'll ask one final question here. What are you listening to? What's on your Spotify?
Sexy Red. Specifically, Pound Town. Love it. My favorite part is honestly, it circles back to abortion. Because, the physical health of your coochie is so important, American people. Whether you're in one, trying to get in one, or have one yourself. Yeah. Or don't want anything to do with coochie. Yeah. But we all come from coochie. And American people, the lyrics of Pound Town go as such. My coochie hole is pink, and my booty hole is brown. And American people, I'm gonna go to Pound Town for you. Thank you to American people.
President Trump, you get the final word.
My Spotify is hooked up to a very special playlist of every public school's PA system where I just played the Pledge of Allegiance on loop. And it's extremely tremendous and patriotic, and it gets me very, very motivated. And I don't go to Browntown or wherever she's going. I don't know what she's doing, but that's what I do.